Checking the irrigation system for the first time, 2023, making sure that everything is working, no leaks where it doesn't have to. This are late fry row right here, and I have to move all these emitters. They're half a gallon per hour emitter. I gotta move them farther away from the trunk as they're on their second year now, planted. Move it a little bit over here, low, and put another one over there on the other side. So very similar to those. And let's see. These are the oldest vines here. So the emitters are still quite close. I put them about, I think Eisen recommended that you can plug that, cover it, and then move it a little bit further as the root expands and away from the trunk, which makes sense. So I'll probably do that next year. This would be their third year in ground, so and I got to do some mowing here, get rid of all this grass so that they don't steal nutrients from the vines when I fertilize them, which they are due. I haven't done, I'm not too big on fertilizing, but kind of worried because of the damage they took with the drought last year, so they need to recover. It's a lot of pre-blooms, and I don't want to risk not having those guys get formed after pollination. So all right, like this one right here, the emitter is really close to the trunk. I got to move those. A lot of these things too, when I put the irrigation, should have waited when it was a little bit warmer, so you get like a real test on where things will be with a line kind of stretching. So all right, just going around the vineyard here. This is the main two rows, the first ones. That's why they're a little bit narrow right here. I wasn't really thinking of expanding it to this, so but the mule will fit perfectly here. So this will be the probably 10 feet, and the rest are like 12 to 13 feet, or a lot wider. We got space. So all right, there they are. This is the pineapple. Lots of pre-blooms. Another pineapple, very vigorous too. So this thing is, and this is, I guess it's a pineapple kind of flavor to it. It's very mild though. That our guests, they love this one. Noble. This is I think there used to be something in here that died, and I ended up buying a Tyson to replace it. So it's not as old as the other vine, so 2 years in ground, but it's doing well. It produced a ton last year. So there's the irrigation for it, and we'll do another video on how to clean the trunk from all the growth that are happening. It's they're prolific. They keep low. They keep growing. So this is Noble, very productive. It's for wine making. I'll probably have to get rid of that zip tie right there, because I just put that in there because I was mowing and it was sagging a little bit, so I got to get rid of those. Yeah, I tied a bunch right here, but we'll see. Noble, and then yes, what do you want? We'll play later. I'm gonna do the video first. Okay, so checking the irrigation here, going around the vineyard. Okay, because sometimes those things will get loose and they'll pop out, and you get like a spray. So I'm gonna go back later and check, make sure they're not about to pop, because if they do, it's hard for them. It's very difficult to find them. especially if you don't maintain your grass. And you gotta need extra irrigation supply, because always something's always up, something always happens, and you gotta get all those parts where you can. Like this one here, I need more of the ends right here. So it's a flush end where you can open this during winter. You want to drain everything, so I got flush ends like this on all the ends of the rows. Okay, so I gotta lower this one also. I don't know why I tied this here. I probably didn't have this T-post back then. So I gotta lower this one, put it in there. There you go. And again, this one really close to the vine, so you gotta move this somewhere in here and gotta plug them. All right, so let's keep going. Lots of growth. So this is unknown, actually. I bought this in Winsboro. There's a U-Pick Muscadine Vineyard in Winsboro, Texas, and they just have some pots. The lady didn't know what they were, so it's unknown. I think it's an Ison. I'm trying to remember if it's they're big on Carlos over there, so if it's not an Ison, most likely it's a Carlos. I just can't remember. But this one is I think the only unknown in the vineyard. This one's Ison right here. It produced a lot, so you can see here it just took this crooked form. It bended down. I had to reinforce, put another T-post right there really close to it. Probably gonna need another one right here just to kind of raise this up a bit. Ison is pretty prolific. You get a lot of fruit. All right, so this is the Noble also. No, late fry, and let me see. Yeah, Noble. Oh no, Supreme. Sorry, Supreme. This is Supreme. So 3 rows of Supreme. They produced a little bit last time. I didn't really let them because they kind of die when they overproduce. So, all right, and looks like everything's in order. All right, those are running right there. Some are, I don't know if the Ison gave me the correct one on some of them. I ordered for half a gallon. Some are really spraying. Like compared, this one looks like a half a gallon. That looks like a gallon emitter. Okay, so these things are tiny, so you know they fall on the ground and they pick them up, and maybe they got mixed up on some of them. But I buy all my irrigation supply from Ison's nursery. All right, gotta clean up stuff like that. It could be one that's blocking or moving those things where they could pop anytime. And I got a lot of weeding and mowing to do. All right, let's take a look at haul right here. So bought this this winter at Ison's nursery, and it's doing all right. Got to get rid of that sucker at the bottom. Okay, last row. This is the jumbo, which is placed right here so that it'll feed all the wildlife. Hopefully that comes at the very end of the vineyard. And the irrigation goes all the way to the persimmon row and the plum row right there. Persimmons are doing good, so we'll have a video on those separately. Some activity in the air. All right, so this one, they're running, okay. This is the Carlos Black Fry row, and the only different one is jumbo at the end. So Carlos Black Fry, Carlos Black Fry, Black Fry, and jumbo. Lots of pre-bloom for Carlos. Carlos sets a lot of fruit. So, but these are pre-blooms. These are before you get your flower. So then they need to be pollinated. So these are eggs, not chickens. Okay, so we look at them as a sign of possibility, but no guarantees. These are not grapes. Okay, not grapes, not yet. All right, a lot of them dried up and they don't make it. So all right, looks like drip irrigation is working, at least on the vineyard, and I got to check the blackberry as well. So I'll end this video here.